What's up, party people? How we doing? Man, what a week. It's been ridiculous. It's Wednesday, so we're halfway there. Halfway there, I say. All right. What a day it has been, too. I don't know why I'm getting so many rings out. I'll never go through them all, but that's okay. That's all right. We'll figure it out. All right, let's see here. Share, right post. Turn the phone down.
So riddle me this now and riddle me that. Does anyone really know the mind of the bat? So riddle me this now and riddle me that. Does anyone really know the mind of the bat?
Oh, I'm getting called to go do something. All right, we'll do this real quick and then we'll hop over and do that. Come on.
Nebulous align, yearnings intertwine, the golden age in ashes once again. Under stirring stars, in the burning shards, kindle fragments.
I wish I could spell. Hebus. All right. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Sorry, I didn't see you there. All right. So we finally got a chance to get on here. My week has been pure hell. How are you? Tell you what, hold that thought. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Gotta do something real quick. There we go. All right, so sorry about that. Man. Got a notification right as I went live to go change out the laundry. No. Uh-oh. Oh, nope. Oh. what do you call it? The carpet protector plastic thing, right? That has been starting to get some cracks. I'm gonna have to get a new one. So I got some mail in the other day. I was on a stream. A lot of people, hey Sarah, how you doing? A lot of other chainmailers know Mr. Stephen Hoffman, or Cinnabar, over on Twitch. He streams chainmail, but he also does anodized titanium, and he makes some of the coolest shit I've ever seen. Hey Barb, how you doing? So I won back to back, right? Which means that I could have 2 titanium pieces here if I had wanted them. But in the spirit of his streams, right? When I've had that happen before, I think I won 3 times back to back. Thanks for the like, Barb. Thanks for being here. You win 2 things, right? And the first thing you win is something for yourself, and then you get to give the second thing away, right? So pick something for yourself, then choose someone in the chat to give something to. And then I won back to back on his stream last weekend before last. And the second time I won, I gave both pieces away because one piece isn't enough. I missed you guys too, Barb. Sorry I couldn't be here the last couple days. So I would love to have a whole collection of chainmail themed items. I've got a couple of titanium, anodized titanium items from him, but I've got a few. Let me show you what I won. I won this anodized titanium coin. Right, and you can see the color on it. And he put the tie decal for titanium, and he made it into a round to it. As you know, whenever you got to get stuff done, you'll get round to it. And his stuff always comes with cool stickers. I think that's one of the emojis on his stream. So I don't know where I'm going to put that yet. I've run out of space on my laptop from the round to it sticker. Kind of taking up a lot of space there. And it came with this cool coin collector case thing. Yeah, I'm doing good, Barb. I'm doing fine. I had, what do you call it? Work that had to get done. That just got in the way of streaming and doing anything. I was up until 11 o'clock last night doing these admissions, which is a giant pain in the butt. Alright, so we've got our, I don't know what to call it. We have our picture that we're basing this off of. We got our rings out. So how's everyone doing? What did you guys do the last 2 days? Did you guys have fun? Have a good couple of days? I got on early tonight, so here. I've been on for what, 8 minutes? Got on a little early because I haven't streamed in 2 days. When does Steven stream? That is a good question. Steven used to stream almost every night. And I don't know, from what I understand, like, life took over and he couldn't do it anymore. And then he had the COVID, and you did not much. You went to bed early, Barb. Nice. Get some good sleep. What was I gonna say? So, like, in March of last year, I know that him and his family got sick, and then after that, I guess life took over and he couldn't stream anymore. But he did used to stream every night. So I don't know when he plans on streaming again. But they're fun streams to sit in on and learn about anodizing titanium. He's always got a very active chat. It's a good stream. They can get really long though. I don't know how he does multiple hours. So, jumped a ring somewhere. No? Weird. So, anyway. Yeah, they're all doing much better from what he was saying the other night, so I believe they're okay. But he definitely has some fun streams, and he's like, okay, I'm okay at Chainmail, right? Like, he is far better than I am. So, and he knows all the math and the science behind it, and he can give you real good explanations and definitions of things, and so you learn something in addition to watching someone get to make chainmail. Alright. I'm trying to figure out where to put this. That's where the gray comes out, and this should come down right into there. I think. I don't actually know. But we don't want those touching. So maybe the next ring is this color. So we are still swamped at work. Got some more people to admit, so I will be busy later on this week. Hopefully it won't interfere with me coming down here and hanging out with y'all. You never know. Like, there is a certain number of things I do have to get done each day. So as much as I want to be hanging out down here, it's not always plausible. So, and the one thing about this job, the hours have really cut into, like, my design time and my ability to work on, stupid work on stuff for the business. And I was hoping to win the lottery, but that did not happen. If nobody's won yet, I'll buy one more ticket, but I think someone won last night. Yeah, if I could you know, if I could just earn a living off of my store and do this all the time, I totally would. One day. We'll get there. One day. That is the whole, like, I want to lift up the chainmail community as much as possible in order to further spread the art of chainmail, right? And clearly, I mean, I can't do it by myself, but I will do it alone if I have to. Which, of course, I'm not alone. I have you guys here. But I will promote it as much as I can. All right, I think I need to switch this out with the black ring. So, you know, I mean, I've talked about this before where it's like, make chainmail a global phenomenon, and then all of my chainmail artist friends will get rich and then sell all their work and not be able to hold stock, you know. And then I too will also benefit from that. It's a plan. I don't know, it kind of works. So, as soon as I can make that happen, you know, I'll be able to do this full time. That actually looks kind of okay. Let me, right? It's the sword part sticking out above his head. The saber handle starts. I think that was one of the places I got stuck on initially when I was working on this long time ago. So I want to go back and work on the face some more to see if we're doing the right thing here. It's kind of coming along. I think I need to lengthen the eye patch and the eyebrow out a little bit so it doesn't have quite that evil villain arch going on. So let's see how far we can get along with this. Actually, I'm kind of impressed how easily, like, this little portion just went in, right? That kind of gives me hope about actually being able to freehand this. I don't recommend freehanding, but I hate prep work so much. It's awful. I was thinking about that today too. I need to start eating healthier because in Wisconsin, you can't go outside like 9 months out of the year because it's freezing cold outside. And this pandemic has definitely not helped that. But I don't want to prep healthy food. So I need to invest in a business that I need to start a business where we make microwavable health food, right? For people like me who need to eat healthy, but also lack patience to do food prep or anything else. I'm sure science is way advanced. We could totally do it right now. Just gotta find the people in the know. There's not a lot I don't like more than cooking. I love to eat food. You're actually having some restrictions lifted on Friday? Yay! I think I need to... hang on. I'm gonna change out that last ring and we'll see. We'll see how it looks. I'm glad you're having some restrictions lifted. That's good to hear. I don't... like, it doesn't matter for me, personally, if restrictions get lifted here. I think all we have here really is a mask mandate, and I know we had some lockdowns, but all the businesses, all the small businesses that would have been open were, you know, a bunch of them were burned down, so I don't know how much they're actually getting done. Or how much they're able to be open. But I think most of them are open, so... But I don't, you know... I stay inside. There's not, like, okay, Kenosha's a small town, there's 100,000 people here, right? Like, there ain't jack to do. Why are you awake? I don't know, Claire. You poor thing. So, it's like, you can go to the towny bars and drink, or you can go to the lake, which, the lake is nice in the summertime. Or you can go walk around downtown, but, you know, there's nothing down there. Not to, you know, like, I guess they're trying to attract more tourists down here. They got some $400 million complex they're building that they raised my taxes for this year, so... Talking to someone about a fund commission. It's 3 a.m. Sheesh, Louise. I'm so glad I don't see 3 a.m. anymore. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to make this eyebrow longer. That's okay. We'll get it figured out. So, yeah, some $400 million complex downtown Kenosha. Just, I don't know why, right? Like, we're between two major cities, and we're not going to become a high tourist destination because there's no reason to come here, especially after everything that went on last year. But they want to do it anyway. 3 a.m. I haven't seen that 3 a.m. in quite some time, and I don't want to see it ever again, really, to be quite honest. I worked nights for a long time, and yeah, I'm done with that. I don't want to be doing that again. I worked nights as a nurse, both in the hospital and as a home health nurse. It's like, yeah, I don't want to see the middle of the night anymore. Ever. If we do this eye right, it'll help us line up that eyebrow. Which I'm not going to redo right now, but we will have to adjust it at some point. If I can find the opening to this ring. There we go. Need more light down here. At least 4-in-1 is easy to remove rings and put new ones in the middle of the piece. Yeah. If you're working from home, you have an odd sleep cycle called lunchtime naps. Yeah. I still feel for you. I worked nights down in San Antonio for a couple years, for a while, and there was like one Mexican restaurant open at 7 in the morning when everyone got off work, so all the nurses would go and have a drink after work at 7 o'clock in the morning. Except you can't do that on Sundays because they don't sell alcohol until after noon. In San Antonio. So that was a bit annoying. I remember I got off work one morning and I went to the grocery store and tried to buy some beer. It was like, you know, I had been of age for years, right? And the lady was like, "Oh, I can't sell that to you." And I'm like, but I have ID. Nope, it was Sunday morning. You just got the order to return to the office, been at the kitchen table with a laptop since before Thanksgiving. That's a good sign, right? See, I wonder what's going to become of office space, right? Now that so many people were working from home for so long, right? Why would a business pay for all that real estate when they can just have you work from home? You know? Maybe have a small corporate office and then keep the rest of the workforce at home? I don't know. Less wear and tear in your car, less time spent. Technology's at the point now where we can do things like that. You see 3 a.m., but you're usually quite inebriated. Okay, yeah, no, I've done that recently. Oh, congratulations, Claire. Your twin nieces were born half an hour ago. Hey, Josh, how you doing? The internet's busy for a Wednesday night. We got 9 people on here. On the home office thing, your guts tell you it's all about control. You got managers that want to micromanage you. There's probably some pencil pusher somewhere that's like, well, if I have to come into work, everybody's got to come into work. Right. All right. So now the eyebrow is too short for the eyeball, but I think the eyeball, right, is in the right place. I think. We'll see. Yeah. I don't know. It's all trial and error, and none of this is lined up anyway, so it will be an effort post where we just put a lot of effort into it. Not necessarily that it's a good piece. You're hoping you can work from home a lot more. It's easier. You don't have to see people. You can spend time with kids more. Use your own PC, and you can watch stuff while working. Heck yes. Yeah, there's that attitude of keeping an eye on you. Yeah, that's gross. You're doing well, getting ready to grill some steaks, working on some titanium anodizing. Sweet. I just got an anodized titanium piece in from Steven. From Cinnabar himself. Let me show it to you. You love working from home, but they won't let you stay? That's too bad. What does my pattern look like? It looks like this. It's literally just a picture that I printed off like 15 years ago. You thought being at the office would have been better? You think they'll have to let you work more in your job? You can totally do your job at home and better. We all feel happier and there's no difference in us other than maybe improved communication. Alright. Yeah, I think everybody should work from home. Keeps my traffic down. Let's see if I can get some light on this. Alright. I'm just going to shine a light directly on it. There we go. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry if that glared into your eye there. You can kind of see some of the color there. And it's a round to it. I've wanted a round to it for quite some time. Goes well with my computer sticker. I got another sticker. Here's the round to it computer sticker. Right? Terrible glare there, I'm sorry. But I got another sticker. I'm gonna have to find a place to put it. It's very nice. I think it's one of his emojis on his stream. Come on. And it comes in a nice case, and so you know, I'll get round to it. Like everything else. Keep meaning to get stuff from you, Josh. You love Steven's work. He is a genius when it comes to anodizing. Office is more strict, can't be in casual clothes, can't watch TV, can't listen to music, can't pop downstairs for a random snack. Yeah, and food is more expensive, yeah. And you have to wear deodorant to go to the office. Oh, Peg. That's funny. Alright, where am I at here? Where's my drawing? I think we can kinda do this. Yep. I can do half my job at home. And it's nice because I can go get my kid, I can be home when he needs me. I can drop him off to school and then go to work, go visit my patients, come back. It's nice. Like, that part of the schedule it relieves so many headaches, right? It's the getting the work done once I get home that's become... It was problematic this week just because there was so much of it to do. Right? So, hopefully once we get all these new people settled in, it won't be as big of an issue. Thanks, Josh. It's coming along. Got to make some adjustments, but... You know, for just looking at a picture, Stephen Hoffman has liked the stream. Steven, did you have your, is it ringing in your ears when someone's talking about you? Because we were just talking about you. You have been summoned? What's going on, man? I was just showing people the round to it you sent me. And how pretty it is. and how it goes well with my computer sticker. You literally remote desktop office. I can read. You remote right into your desktop PC at work. Oh, someone tagged you and Facebook notified you? Cool, cool. So it's set up, you can access everything, you don't get students calling you about their loans. You can't call the student loan company. Yeah, I got it the other day. I went out and bought a lottery ticket that same day. I didn't win though. I was hoping. Could fully, just go buy everybody's chainmail product pieces. You feel like you're in the presence of great mailers here? You're not too shabby yourself there, Claire. I want to keep going with black for like 3 more rings. There are several awesome mailers in the chat, you included. I'm not that good. I know like 5 weaves or something. Like if you ever come to my house and see my stuff, it's all the same weave, just like a sheet version of it or a chain of it. That's all it is. One day I'll get to practice on more stuff. Well, thank you. The face cam is just a webcam, and Frank here, let's see here. Frank is a cannibalized tripod camera hybrid guy I've got going on. A buddy of mine sent the camera to me, and the mount didn't quite work. So I tore off the mount and put him on a tripod, and it kind of works. And he he stands up on top of what's the name of the? It's a lunch meat Tupperware container. I forget what the brand is. All right, we got to do 2 of these down below, and they're kind of tucked inside there. So we're getting better. I'd like an overhead camera, but you know, one day, one thing at a time. You have hundreds of weaves, debating whether to do a tutorial for your latest. Cool. Come here, ring. It absolutely works. Well, thank you. Took me a bit to figure out how to get music to play. I think music and a second camera were probably the 2 biggest upgrades I was able to do fairly quickly. Oh, and actually the second camera went a lot quicker than I had thought. A buddy of mine had one he wasn't using, and a microphone, and sent them to me. So I was pretty happy about that. And now we're at stream number 50, and hopefully we'll get a lot more done this year. You know a bunch of different weaves, you have your top 10 favorites. Alright, Steven, hey buddy. Have a good night, man. Get some rest. Good luck at that new job. You just got a commission you quoted $165 for, and the person didn't bat an eye and paid it. Sweet. I love that. I like it. I like it a lot. It's nice when you work really hard on something and someone comes in and just buys it from you. You have favorites, but you just love playing with them. You get to do a fire-based ombre piece. Sounds cool. I don't necessarily know what that means, but sounds cool. All right. This is just silver all the way across over to the bridge of the nose, and then an eye patch row, so should be fairly simple. Don't have to think about it or look at the picture too much. The first time you got an order on Etsy, you literally danced around the office. I wish I could say the same. The first time I got an order on Etsy, I ended up paying $5 because I didn't do my math right on Etsy's charges. So I was excited to get the order, but soon after, you know, dismayed. Etsy's one of those things I got to work on. The search engine optimization for that site. It's weird because it's all keywords. So, and I gotta have time to sit down and do all my keyword research on it, which something like that I will, like I've told you before, I hate sitting down and doing keyword research because it sucks and it's prep work, and I hate prep work, right? A gradient piece. So, but for Etsy, right, it's worth it to sit down and figure out all the hashtags or keywords that you can, because you can do that and set it for 6 months and come back and check on it and make a couple updates and then move on. As opposed to like best keywords for Instagram change every 5 seconds, you know? So I am forcing myself to sit down and learn keyword optimization for my Etsy site, because I think that will really help. I hope. Etsy's, it's kind of interesting, right? So 90% of the people that I've sold to also make chainmail, as far as I can tell, right? But on Facebook, or on Etsy, like, they're just random people. I don't know them. I don't have a relationship with them like I have with some of you guys. It's just strangers looking at my stuff. So that will be a real test of, like, is there an audience outside of people who make chainmail for what I do? Which I think there is. Your funnest commission was when someone asked you off Etsy if you had a cow sculpture. Nice. You asked folks 50% of the full price to confirm an order. Good. You love Enthrall, your Elrond's Weave by Parabarus. You get all your money up front. As long as you get something 50%, 100%, just don't, you know, don't make something and then get stuck with it. Which, you know, depending on what you made, may not be that bad, but I've seen plenty of people who get burned that way, so I am glad you guys are doing that. Bridge of the nose and then eye patch. There we go. So I think I've even been burned on commissions before. Okay, Keith is your brother? I didn't see where Keith came in. Oh, okay. I found it. Keith, Kevin, you there. Charge minimum 25% down, non-refundable on all custom orders. You understand that once you finish a piece, the remainder is due in full? Cool, cool. In 90 days, customer fails to pay. Full balance, that time make other arrangements with me, you cancel the order completely and they lose their deposit and down payment. Yeah. The tutorials you've written are what keep your Etsy shop afloat. Tutorials gotta be hard work. Claire, you typed Keith instead of Kevin? Yeah. Did you start it? Claire, did you start on that 24 gauge biz you quoted, or did you not think you were serious in wanting one? There you go. Yeah. Sister Kim and Karen. Kim, Karen, Keith, and Kevin. I have some cousins that are Jolynn, Jessica, Janet, Jennifer. Yeah. Oh, no. Jolynn, Jessica, Gina, Janet, and Jennifer. Are my step cousins. All girls. All blonde girls. They lived out on a farm out in the middle of nowhere, Idaho. Which I have been informed is quite the booming area now. Nobody I went to high school with there left. So it's all still the same people, the same townie bar. Which is kind of sad, but it's pretty typical for small towns. You know. Doesn't shock me too much when I found that out. There's a lot of people moving into Idaho. I don't know why, but there are. You gotta head out, shower time, so you can be presentable at the office. Remember your deodorant, Barb. You crazy kids crack me up. Yep, have a good night, Peg. Alright. This is kind of like starting to look like something. Which is like, it makes you go, did I do it right? Here, I'll show you. Right? Like, clearly the eyebrow needs fixing. But, you know, that kind of looks like an eye there, and this is starting to look like an eye patch, and that kind of looks like a something. Yes, I mean Peg. Good night, Peg. You never forget deodorant? My bad. People would never let me forget deodorant, so I have not forgotten. thanks to friendly coworkers, who I'm sure are just looking out for my best interests. We got a ton done, and it's only 9:30, which is awesome. I feel accomplished tonight. Like, this was a good session, you know? And my hands aren't killing me, because this is aluminum, and it's super easy to work with. It's not my favorite metal, but it's like I could do this for days, as opposed to like 18 gauge 316 steel. That was really starting to kill my elbow. So this is like to the point where I thought, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to take a break, you know? And I mean, I kind of did the last couple days, but I was thinking like I would have to for longer. So but I think we can do this project without an issue. Knock on wood. Funny the topics we get on? Yeah. You know. I am a nurse. Right? There is not a topic I don't, you know, I don't discuss with people. I have to ask people some very difficult questions all day, every day. And, you know, it's... I've long since stopped having an issue with it, but... Hey Tara, how are you? We got friend requests going on, we got people selling stuff in here. We had a Chainmail celebrity visit tonight, which is cool. Steven stopping by totally made my night. Because he has been streaming far longer than I have. And he has done far superior quality work than I have. So I'm a little, you know? You gave up on the castle you wanted to do. Your brother-in-law, his wife, sister-in-law are all nurses, so I bet conversations around the dinner table get interesting. Get a deep relief roll-on from Young Living for the hand muscle pain. It wasn't my hand so much, but I mean, I'm sure it was my elbow. But I'm sure some, you know, that would work, right? I definitely needed something. They talked Christmas about practicing cannulas on each other and about nurse and other nurse talk gets weird. Yeah. See, I'm a nurse. Renee is also in the medical field, and so we have all kinds of interesting conversation topics that come up. It's like, you ever, like my great-grandmother's 88, right? My grandmother's 88, okay? And, you know, every time I give her a call, I get the rundown of all her health conditions. What the hell is a cannula? Okay, there's a couple different types, like an IV cannula or a nasal cannula. If nurses are talking about practicing placing cannulas on each other, I'm sure it would be like an intravenous cannula. It's just a tube right? When you get an IV, there's a needle, and then around the needle is a tube, and so when they pull the needle out of your arm, the tube is still stuck in your arm. That's what they hook their IV solution to, or their medicine or whatever. So if nurses are getting drunk around the holidays and they have a bag of IV fluid and some IV tubing, some IV cannulas, right? It's pretty common practice to give yourself an IV or give your fellow nurses IVs and get yourself a bag of fluid before you start drinking or after you start drinking, or the next morning even, so that you get a quicker hangover relief. Not as bad as you thought? No, and then a nasal cannula is just like oxygen tubing that goes around your ears and up your nose. So, we did that in the Army a few times, hanging out at someone's house, and we'd all be in nursing school and have a couple drinks. Have a lot of drinks. This was the military, and you know, get an IV to get rid of the hangover the next day. Alright. That would make an interesting party game if you weren't a nurse. Yeah, you know, have a couple shots, try to place an IV in someone's vein, you'll do fine. You put a Michelada in the IV bag. I'm sure it's been done. But, if you want to, okay, don't do it with, like, alcohol, right? It will get you drunk and it will probably kill you. It is not a wine bottle cover. The wine bottle cover is largely completed. I'm just finishing up the leather work on it right now. And as soon as I can get my stamping done. People don't like to drink with you. Most of them end up under the table. I believe it. Now, let's see here. We are working on a Raiders flag. Kind of. We're going to fix this eyebrow here, but it's going to go over the actual eye down here. And then this is part of the saber that goes behind the helmet. And it's going to look like that at some point. So, and here's the, let me turn Frank off real quick. Here is the wine bottle cover, complete with tunnels for the straps, and then we're gonna hang it. There'll be like a bracket here with some belt loops on it, and that's what I'm working on now to finish it up. So that is that, and it's all the chainmail work is done on this. Excuse me. You put your old chieftain group from your EMP under the table during your first 5 rounds live stream. Kind of felt bad about it. Well, thank you, Tara. I'm glad it looks beautiful. Oh, my legs. I've got a lot of work into that one, and I like the way it turned out. So I think once I get the leather stamped and dyed and put together, it'll be a really nice piece. The new chieftain gets a shot at bat this coming Saturday. Sweet. How are those going? I haven't been able to sit in on any of those yet. You just have someone on and host their stuff and talk about their art or their craft or whatever. I think that I've seen a few minutes of one, but that has been it so far. You could drink. She could drink you under the table with tequila, Josh. The problem is, after you do 4 shots, every guy over 3 feet tall becomes an eligible bachelor. That's funny. So, I know we're going to have to adjust this, right? But there's kind of some elements in here that I've gotten right. I think the eye looks correct, according to what I'm looking at. And the eye patch is starting to get pretty big. Like, almost concerningly so. So, I don't know. I don't want to end up with a wonky looking face, but... Let's see here. We'll see. We will make adjustments as we go along. I don't think we'll have to redo the whole thing, but... Alright, Justin, have a good night. I'll talk to you later. Thank you for hanging out. I do appreciate it. And all of you. Thank everyone. Thanks to everyone for being here. Wish I could talk. I wish I knew words. Words are hard. Wording and adulting? Yeah, for real. Ick. Yeah, gross. Like, I don't mind working. It gets me out of the house. I just mind what I do. I wonder if I change the position of the eyebrow and put it up here a little more. I don't know. I'll look at it later. We're gonna keep going right now because we're cruising right along, kind of. This is E6-in-1. 18 gauge 1/4 inch anodized aluminum rings. Well, the black is anodized aluminum. The face is bright aluminum, and this is just like dirty aluminum, I guess, that wasn't ever cleaned or shined up or anything. I thought I would be smart to try and get a color contrast that way, and it kind of works. So, I don't know. Tequila and you don't mix? Yeah, me either. Stick to Irish whiskey, mead, or ale. I stick to beer, and that is it. I've done the hard liquor stuff, you know, when I was younger, and you know, I had some good times, but I had plenty of times where it did not work out. Let me just put it that way. So I am not. I will drink beer in my basement by myself where I can't get into any trouble. Mead. Mead is like making a comeback. I guess there's a demand for it now, whereas there wasn't 20 years ago. You could only get it in the back alleys of, you know, Pensick or at the Renaissance Festival or whatever. But we have a couple brands at the nearby store here. You LARP, of course you drink mead. Sweet. You don't do the bar scene? I don't blame you. Okay, if I could go to Finnegan's Wake, which is a bar in Alexandria, Louisiana. It's kind of a little Irish pub scene, right? If I could go there, I would go to the bar. And we have like an Irish pub here in Kenosha, and it sucks, so. But Finnegan's Wake got me out of Leesville, Louisiana. It's an hour away from where I was stationed. And me and my friends, we'd go watch movies, have dinner, and then go to the bar, and then stumble across the street to the hotel across the street, and usually be about 5 or 6 of us that went out there. So I have some very fond memories of that place. And I haven't found a bar with a similar atmosphere since then, so. I don't want to go drinking Tullamore Dew tonight. Mead is an alcoholic beverage made from honey, made popular by Vikings, Norsemen. So there's, you know, like the microbrew phenomena that has popped up in multiple cities across the country. There has started to be multiple different companies that make mead, and it's good. I like it. A lot of it's very sweet. I haven't had too many flavors. I haven't had an opportunity to try. It's generally pretty strong too. If you go to a bar, you have to mentally check if you're old enough to drink. Alright, Claire, have a good night. Get some sleep. It's almost 4 a.m. Thank you for hanging out with me, sacrificing your sleep time. You have one place there in your tiny little town. Occasionally you'll go have a couple beers. You prefer to drink at home, there's no closing time. Absolutely. Good night, Claire. No bar scene here either. You have your Oasis right here. Sweet. I have a bar like right around. Okay. I'm gonna move Frank real quick. I'm like tucked away in a corner, right? And then my desk is straight in front of me, and there's like that's the desk. Woo, Inception. But over there around this wall right here is my bar. I need to fill it. Your boyfriend makes mead. You love it when it's cooling down before it gets fermented. It's like an herbal tea. Yeah. Check out Strad Meadery. Is that the one you're always drinking? Their meat is awesome, and and they'll ship it to you. Sweet. Oh. Yeah. That's, you know, it's an acquired taste. Some of it can be very honey tasting. So, but like I said, I've only had a few, and apparently they have a bunch more flavors now. So, wow, I screwed that ring, didn't I? It's like I forgot what I was doing. Some meat is overly sweet, yeah. Yeah, you know. Maybe one of these days. I just drink cheap beer because, and it's literally on weekends only anymore. Because generally, like, at my last job, I would have, like, a week off at a time, which was nice, but then you'd go back to work and forget, you know, what to do. Blueberry, dragon fruit, passion fruit, or traditional. Those all sound like good recommendations. It's like, it's weird because here we have the, what do you call it? The liquor store is also the grocery store, right? As opposed to in Texas, you had to go someplace, you get to a specific liquor store. I think it was that way in Idaho too. Blueberry is your absolute favorite. Strawed meadery. Got a buddy that he was making his own beer for a while. And I was thinking about it. It's like, if I'm gonna put the effort in to make alcohol, right, I'm gonna make grain alcohol. You and your canoe sex beer. Where did canoe sex beer come up? With the blueberry dragon fruit. I'm so confused. But that, like, canoe sex beer. Oh man. Okay, so I don't even remember what I was saying anymore. It's fine. Lost my train of thought. Yeah. No, don't know where to go from there. Oregon is like that as well. Here in California, you can get it from the grocery store. Yeah. I think I screwed that up. Yeah, that's wrong. It's like the next row of rings or something. Yeah. Where are we at here? I'm getting there. Can you Shakespeare? It's like the most random string of words together. You just ordered $80 worth of Eric Whitney glass and 22 gauge? Sweet. Oh, because he's out of 1/8. What? So he has 1/8 and other gauge sizes? Or I'm confused. What was he out of? 1/8 inch what? What gauge? I think. Hi Kara, how are you? Smaller rings to see what Gothic design you can make? Sweet. 22 gauge 1/8. Okay, but you got $80 worth of Eric Whitney glass and 22 gauge. Just the wire. I didn't know you could just buy the wire. Can you? Is that what you're telling me? Because if you can, that's awesome. I thought it was a process like after the rings were made. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I'm quite happy with the amount of work that got done this evening. You know, this was a nice 90-minute session. Got a lot of elements to the face added, which is nice. There we go. All right. You're anodizing rings for a certain pretty lady? Sweet. All right. It kind of looks like something. Well, we gotta finesse it a little bit, but and all the rings promptly went everywhere. That eyebrow is so cartoony, it's ridiculous. It makes me laugh every time I look at it. It's like, are you talking to me? Alright. She's cute, isn't she? You're all cute and adorable and handsome and pretty, and I love you. The best people in the world coming to hang out with me. All right, I actually have to like do real computer work. Not tonight. But like all the videos automatically upload to YouTube, right? But then I have to go in and organize the channel, and then I have to put them on the website, which I haven't done in a while. So I've got like an hour's worth of work that shouldn't have grown to an hour. So, my friends, it's coming along. We'll see how it goes from here. Am I packing it up already? Yeah, it's 10 o'clock, honey. I gotta work tomorrow. I gotta make sure like the coffee's prepped and everything. I'm sorry. I can't do these. I can't stream late into the evening. So, thank you all for hanging out with me. It's been a blast. Be sure to check out MailleWerX.com if you want to see more chainmail and more chainmail themed items in the world. Yeah, tomorrow's a work day. Sorry to remind you. All right, and well, I will keep you posted on anything new that happens. Nothing in particular has gone on. Let's see here. It's just kind of been work all week, so I will be back on tomorrow night, and if not then, at the latest Friday. Is that the next day? That's the weekend? Yeah. So, thank you for everyone showing up tonight. Appreciate it. Sorry I had to miss the last couple of days. But I will talk to you all later. All right?